What up, y'all? It's your boy Raymond back up in here with the Star Wars pajama bottoms and the classic water bottle. Stay hydrated, folks. I am here today, or tonight, I guess, depending on how early you got to this video. I am here to talk about the new Joji single, Run. Joji has been in the game for a long time, but instead of the music business per se and the music industry, he has been in the YouTube game for a really long time now. He's grown in popularity through like a bunch of different alternative personalities and stuff like Filthy Frank and whatnot. But in 2017, he released the EP In Tongues, and that sort of kicked off a whole new version of himself, which is called Joji. And that kind of set the path for what would become a very interesting career going into the lo-fi hip-hop / R&B area of the industry. I liked In Tongues a lot. The production on it sounds really grainy, somewhat very minimal. The only thing that I don't like is that it's not mixed very well as much. I feel like his voice definitely fades into the background a lot during the songs, which I don't really like. For me, I like to have, if I'm listening to like a new artist or especially like a singer, for sure, I like to hear their voice layered really nicely over top of the production, so that I can hear them clearly. Even if they're speaking in like a low tone voice, which Joji does have. It's really nice when he mixes the beat to be just under his voice level. I always feel like that really complements the singer in many cases. But then we got Ballads 1 back in 2018. Ballads 1 was like a whole new revamped kind of lo-fi tone to what was going on in Tongues, and the production was better. I feel like Joji's singing was better, and also the lyrics were more conceptual and more thought out. And I thought Ballads 1 was a pretty fantastic project. Ballads 1 definitely was a huge statement for Joji in the hip-hop industry and also the music industry in general, and really made waves for Joji and really established him as a true up-and-coming artist. The only thing that I was curious about with Ballads 1 was that could Joji do more than just the whole lo-fi atmospheric direction? It felt like in a few of the songs off of Ballads 1, it felt like it was he was still getting kind of lost in the world that he was creating on the album with the production, and it felt like some of the songs didn't really have a clear and concise direction, I guess would be the best way to put it. I was looking to see if there was maybe he would branch out into something more diverse, something more experimental even than what was given to us on Ballads. 2 years later, here we are. We get this single, Run, and immediately we get this beautiful guitar medley, which is basically just a cut and copy paste off of Nothing Else Matters by Metallica.
I fell for your magic. I tasted your skin.
Which, by the way, you should go check out. That is a gorgeous song. Fantastic. I don't know who's playing it, but whoever's playing it is doing a fantastic job, making it sound really pretty, making it sound really in time, and sort of effortlessly flowing. A very soft, early Metallica, almost like a Led Zeppelin vibe with the atmospheric synths going on in the background. And then we get Joji's voice, which is louder but also in a soft way. I almost kind of get like an early Frank Ocean vibe from the way that his voice is mixed a little bit. He kind of just lays on top of the beat, but his voice is soft enough to where it more so lets the beat complement his voice rather than his voice complementing the production, if you know what I mean. There seems to be that kind of direction to where he's going, which I love. And he comes in with these super, super depressing and soft vocals, basically talking about how he lost a woman in his life, basically, and that she's on the run away from him and he's having to chase her, basically. There's like this slow, very low-key build-up into the drum beat. Once the drums come in, it becomes something more. And as soon as the drums come in, it immediately, I get Pink Floyd vibes, the way that it's layered, the way that the synth and guitar mix in with the drum beats. I love how the drum hits match Joji's flow and inflection, you know.
Don't, whatever, you know.
I love that. I think that's very very musical and very intelligent of him, adding in that little extra step in there to make it sound even cleaner. It sounds absolutely gorgeous. We get this beautiful chorus and then another verse going back into it, and then finally we get to the end and there's this beautiful guitar solo which goes on
for so long, and it's absolutely amazing.
And then it just kind of fades out at the end. It leaves you wanting more. It's really funny. It really leaves you wanting more, just because you don't really know what the whole context of the song is, other than it just being a romantic ballad. You don't really know what the context of the song is. Obviously, he's probably going to be releasing an album maybe sometime later this year. Nobody really knows. It is a very new sound for Joji so far from what we've had previously from his work, and I honestly can't wait to see what he has more for us. I would love to hear more singles that are like this in the future, hopefully maybe even in the coming couple months here. Hopefully. It's just a fantastic single. I think this one is easily a 9 out of 10 for me. The only reason it's not a 10 out of 10 just because I feel like he could do even more. And from here on out, now that I know that he has this musicality behind him, I would love to hear even like a whole 6-minute song maybe of just this whole lo-fi soft rock kind of hybrid. And I would love to hear that with even more production and, you know, maybe even like more guitar, whatever. Honestly, you know, I can't wait to hear more. That's pretty much it. Those are just my thoughts on Run by Joji. As some of you know, there was a shit ton of music that came out on Friday. So I'm trying to get through as much of it as possible. I know it's already Saturday night, but I'm going to try to get through as much of the music that came out on Friday as possible. Luckily, a lot of it was singles, so I'll be making a lot of little short videos for you guys. Yeah, I'll try to get out as many as I can by before Monday. I might also be doing a commentary for the Oscars as well tomorrow, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, expect some more videos to come, hopefully by tomorrow or aka Sunday. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.